Hey guys, today we're going to get a little crafty. We're going to take some 35mm film and we're going to load it into a 126 cartridge. The first thing to do is, this is most likely going to be loaded with some old film. Alright, so you're going to have to crack this open and you're going to have to separate it. This is actually two separate pieces. There's a back and a front. And to open it up, you're going to grab it like this. You're going to spin this way. Then you're going to kind of spin back. And when you do that, you're not going to hear anything now because this is already open and actually busted. Get to that later. But when you go this way, you're going to hear pop. And then you're going to twist back and pop. And what you're doing is you're breaking the welds. There's like a weld. You just want to make sure that they're broken. If that cover doesn't come off very easily, then you take your super sharp thing, run it along the crease. Okay, you want to just make sure that everything is pretty much split. If you're like me, apparently I'm fucking He-Man, and I just obliterate things with my hands. So what happened is I have no top cover. I destroyed it when I went to twist this. So that's apparently an issue. These things are super brittle because they're how many decades old. What you can do is, I made little hinges. I took gaffer tape, and you'll see that they open, they close. Also, something else to mention, even if you don't need to tape these hinges here, make sure that you tape over with electrical tape. I have electrical tape on this side and gaffer tape on that side, but just make sure that you cover over that window. 126 film had a paper backing, and on the paper you had the number, the frame, so this way you could see exactly where you were at. Obviously we're not going to have that, so you don't want light getting in there. Just cover that over. Alright, so loading this, you take your spool, then you get a small piece of electrical tape, about yay big, maybe like an inch, a little more. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, and one thing also, just cut the leader off. That's a homemade leader because this was a test roll that I used. So just cut that flat. Alright, and you want to make sure that when you put this in that it's in the same position. You want it to roll like this because you want everything to expose to this side of your film. So if not, you'll get some funky pictures. So take your tape, roll that around like that. So now you're pretty much set to either go into a dark room, or you need to do this all in a changing bag. So we're going to turn the lights out. Well, it's just kind of scary. Okay, so just keep in mind this is all, we're in the dark right now, hypothetically. So what you want to do is pull this out. To make it easier, I usually don't do more than 12 frames, 20 frames. I've heard of people fitting 36 in here. I mean, that's excessive. So try your best to handle the film only by the side, but honestly, if you're using this cartridge, you're not going for quality. So I don't even worry about it. So you start to roll this up. In my case, I just open that hinge, close that back down, and then now keep in mind, again, we're in the dark right now. It's going to dance on me. Do you want to dance? Damn you, dude. This is all in the dark, okay? So you're going to roll this up, and then I pop open my other side. Tuck that up under there. Boom. Okay, I always advance a couple frames just to make sure. Because of this, it won't stay together. I just go ahead and I have whatever camera I'm going to put this in, and I just have the back open. I fumble around, I grab it, Oh, and it's actually going to go like this. Whack this in the back, close it up, and then I'm ready to go. One thing to note is make sure that you're in a changing bag or you're in a room with no light, obviously, if you take this thing out, because there's no protection like your canister here. Once that's rolled up, you're set. You can just, you know, chuck that down to the lab. You can't do that here. You're going to have to basically reverse the process. Take this out. This spool, everything is going to be wound up here. You just open it up, take it out. This is all in the dark. And if you send it out to the lab, make sure that you have a light tight container, and I'll always write raw film on it so they know. And there's actually something in there. I'm not going to open it up because that'll blow that. Alrighty guys, that's pretty much it. Hopefully somebody found this helpful. If you did, if you could do me a favor and leave a thumbs up. If there's something that I'm doing wrong and you could say, hey dude, do it this way, it's super fast, super easy, by all means, hit me up. You know, just drop a comment or something. I'm sure there's an easier way. I just kind of fumbled my way through this, but it works. So, you know, if it works for me, then it definitely could work for you. I guess until next time, see you later. All right, so let's roll this side up. Oh, you're going to dance on me. There we go. I got your number. There. Oh. Next time I got to turn my phone off.